That's why I want to be on the outskirts. You know, I'm the outskirts of the thought. So, something like that, yeah. But I'm trying to do some shows. Right now, it's kind of slow motion.
Really?
Yeah, I did a show.
It's Antarctica outside too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that should stop the show. Right. It's like that every year.
I just had to shoot away some penguins
But you
from
know,
my car.
as the older you get, the cold weather, you just can't deal with it. So a lot of people probably don't get out.
Yeah, that too.
Because I know when I was younger, the cold didn't bother me.
No.
But now,
Yeah,
That's my second year having a coat. My grandma just keep
She
on saying, I'm
said-
just so glad that you got a coat on. And I apologize if it smelled like chicken. I forgot to put
Girl, I was like, like, you got all this too, like,
I apologize that it smelled like chicken.
you don't make me hungry.
I left it out when I was, you
Is
know,
it in your car? Okay.
Yeah, no, it was in the house cooking their food and forgot to put my coat in the bedroom.
Another chicken.
But not on your clothes.
I mean, it don't matter.
Like you just want to put some hot sauce on it. Well, no, but I apologize for that.
So you should have brought something up here if you was cooking.
yes, you should have.
Oh, shit.
I mean, you've been talking and punching.
I didn't even think about that. I'll be honest, I never really think about or consider sharing my food. So, my bad.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah.
Now, for our listeners that didn't get to tune in the first time you were here, tell us how you got started as being a comedian.
Well, I would shout out my brother. He's my brother from another mother. Blood couldn't make us any closer. But he got me he introduced me to Dwayne Cobb.
Okay.
In 2011 to do my first comedy show. And I did good my first show. People were surprised that it was my first time on stage. And then just after that, I mean, I've dealt with Dwayne, Aisha. There's a lot of comedians, Nate, Tana, a lot of people. But it started off 2011. My brother, he, you know, I've always been told that I was funny. And in school, you know, people always said that, like, you know, especially, I know you understand, like, you know, when I was the class clown.
Exactly. I got a trophy. I don't know why they did that.
They put me
They
in
gave me a trophy. That's
the
stupid.
yearbook.
Okay.
Two of us,
Exactly.
me and the guy, was voted the funniest in our 8th
See.
grade class. And I've always been just, like, considered like the class clown.
Okay.
I can't be serious. I try.
Now, who are some of the comedians that you would like to work with? The big names.
Big names, and you know, Cat Williams gonna be here in March. Clean Cat, you know, clean Cat, maybe with a dab of crack, but not too much. I know, you know, like a dab of it, not too much. So clean-ish
Okay.
Cat. Yeah, like, cause I love Cat Williams. Like, if I could bring people back, it would be Bernie Mac. Like, I think he is just phenomenal. He is just excellent.
What do you think about Monique?
I'll be honest, I never cared for Monique.
Really?
Never ever. And people compare me to Monique, and I think it's just because I'm a big girl. And she does comedy. She used to be a big girl. You know, she's a traitor now. Cause she.
About the Oprah thing?
No, man, she was a pussy for that.
Oh my-
Oh my gosh, can I say that? Oh.
Hey, you know, it's one of my.
Because when I didn't watch the whole video of her of Monique's rant, but she had said, I think the whole issue was Oprah made a comment, Monique didn't like the comment, or she said it in front of somebody something. Monique had the opportunity to say something then, but didn't. And then later on, you had this long ass rant. Girl, hush up. You this grown ass woman. I don't care who Oprah is. If Oprah says something that I didn't like, or you disrespect, I don't give a damn how much money you got. You gonna respect me, girl.
Yeah, but you know, Oprah can make it where you can't have no job. You know what I mean? Especially in her industry. You know what I mean?
Oprah will be the real nigga.
You show up to the audition.
Y'all trying to get, I know Oprah, you know, she's, syndicated and all that, whatever that shit means. She wants to be, I'm
You
sorry.
can't get catty with her or Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm
Okay,
not
because you
related.
was like, oh, no, don't say that about Oprah, my bad, okay. I mean, Oprah cool, no beef, but if Oprah did that to me, it's gonna be, I'm gonna say something, and then if you do something that's gonna stop me from taking care of myself or family or what have you, then, you gonna get these, I'm gonna beat you, girl.
So
I
what about
wouldn't
some
know,
more? Would you like to work with her?
I just recently started liking some more. Cause
Really?
when I say like I've been into comedy, not necessarily to do it myself, because like I
Right.
said, people have always said I was funny, but not to necessarily do it. But I've always watched comedy. Like I can say I've watched probably every Comic View show, Def Comedy Jam. I've watched it all. So when like Queens of Comedy, for example, Kings of Comedy is just a classic. They're just
Oh, no question.
Most
a
definitely.
classic.
Most definitely.
And even I've watched it I don't know how many times, but as I get older, I'm learning to just respect it more and more and more. But Queens of Comedy, like Monique, I remember watching it when I was like 11 or 12.
Okay.
And I thought Monique cussed too much. And it's so ironic because I cuss like a sailor. I cuss like a sailor. But it's just like you cussing, and to me, you're not funny. Like, it's not, you know, like, don't get me wrong, I'm a big girl, but it's not always fuck skinny bitches. You know, yeah, y'all do shit that I don't, you know, of course, you know, I'm going to hate on a little bit, but it's not like, that's not my whole thing. Now, if anything, I'll talk about being a big girl and what I go through, you know, some shit that's done gone on as a big girl, but I'm not going to, you know, bash the skinny. Hey, man, that's you hating us. See? I don't like Monique like that.
Okay.
Some more, like I said, I've learned to like her more. Like, she's funny. She's funny as hell.
I like
Now,
her
there's not
sister.
too many female comedians, are there?
I mean, they don't get as much like recognition as comedy is definitely a man's. It's a man's world. I hate to say
Cause
that.
Linnell is funny, and she don't. That's the.
Blue Nick, I was.
Oh, she's
she
a
is
fool.
my.
I love
She
her.
is
Hey,
hilarious.
She is hilarious. She is
She's
at the top of my list.
And you don't hear
Female
much
comedian.
That's
about
what we're
her.
saying, because I don't really hear her. I think I've seen her in a couple
Linnell
of movies,
crazy.
but other than
Linnell is
that, I don't hear a
hilarious.
lot about her.
Yeah.
She is my probably number one.
So
as
she's
female
someone
comedian.
that you would like to work with?
Oh yeah, oh definitely. Now there's another girl who's a comedian, who she started off like an internet sensation, Jess Hilarious. I think she was just recently here. Now I've never seen her stand up, but I've just seen her videos on Facebook. She cracks me the fuck up.
What is that girl's name that was playing in Girls Trip?
Tiffany
Tiffany
Haddish.
Haddish.
What about her?
Okay. I just watched something on Facebook. You know how they be having the videos on Facebook.
Right,
I really don't watch a lot of
exactly.
TV.
Right.
But I watched something on Facebook where they had Tiffany Haddish, and she had her stand up. She had a little hump black outfit or whatever, and she was talking about working on Girls Trip at that time. So I think it was right before that movie came out. I personally didn't care for it.
Really?
And I could tell, like, not saying that she's not funny, because I mean there were some times I did laugh.
Right.
Cause I'm my biggest I'm my biggest critic. Like it shows that I've done, that I recorded, and I listen. I'm like, that sucked. Boo.
That's good you can
Get off
do that.
that.
That's good you can do that.
I do the same thing.
Some
I do the
people
same thing.
always think everything that they do is good.
No. I'm the opposite. Some people be like, you did so good. I'm like, thank you, but nah.
And that's me.
Yeah.
Cause like,
And I got a question for you, for her. What would you suggest to her as starting out? Because I don't think she's really confident in herself. What would be your advice to her?
Cause I'm really in the same boat. I mean, yeah, I did my first show in 2011, but I was on and off. Just keep on getting out here, because as women, like, it sucks because it's a man world, but it's just how you use it. Like, we can just being that, the fact that we are women, boom, we coming in, we gonna take it over, and we gonna represent for, I don't know if you're from Indiana or not, but well, represent for the Midwest. Represent for the Midwest. There you go. So, and then as black women, just to have, because regardless of what I'm talking about on stage, my point is to make people laugh. And making people laugh, that's positive. So the fact that you're doing some positive shit, regardless of what the hell I'm talking about, if it gives you the chuckle, or hoo-hoo, or you think of the answer,
right.
that's some positive shit. I don't understand why people would want to be mad and upset all day.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
laugh a little shit.
Life's too short for all that.
Absolutely.
and see, I think my struggle, and Denise is right about confidence, because, like you're talking about the comedy world, because for women, and then I'm a clean cut. I'm like a female Sinbad,
Oh, wow.
because Sinbad is one of my favorite comedians, because he never had to use cuss. Not that I don't like the ones who cuss, because it's still funny, but I'm just a clean cut
Girl,
comedian,
that
female
gets you
comedian,
so
and so
far.
that would be my struggle, because I'm like, everybody out here, and my mentor told me, she was like, be you.
Absolutely.
She was like, you are who you are.
Absolutely.
So even in you doing what you're doing, people need to hear. And another thing too, everybody like different genre of comedy.
Exactly.
Cat Williams not my favorite. I like him. He ain't my favorite. He's not my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My girlfriend laughs and cracks up at Paul Mooney. I be like,
Oh, I love that.
Boo.
yeah, my girlfriend loves Paul Mooney. I'm like, what
And I
the-
try to be very open. I try to go back. Like if I watch something a long time ago, I'm like, okay, let me give it another chance.
Right.
And just see.
Well, he was Richard Pryor's primary comedy writer.
Yeah,
right.
he
Well,
was.
he did some.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, think about, and this is my personal opinion. Like I like music wise. Like Neo writes a lot of music for
Right.
other people.
Yeah.
I personally don't care for Neo songs like that, but he
Right.
does he's an excellent writer.
Right.
You know, so you have some people who they can write it out, but their delivery is just not.
off.
Yeah,
Yes.
you honestly, comedy is just I can say and you know somebody could laugh. You know,
Right,
it's
yeah,
just it's
that's
all
true.
about what you
Right.
say.
And how you say it, and your expression, and your
Exactly.
body movement, and things like
I've
that.
literally heard that my entire life, and I guess I kind of use it. My
Right.
mother, I just took a picture of a fifth grade report card.
that laugh right there.
This is why we had to bring her back, because she was hilarious. We
thank
actually
you.
went to see her. She was co-hosting a show with
Oh,
Aisha.
yeah, Aisha.
And she was so funny that I had to have her on my show.
Yes.
Thank you, Denise.
You're welcome, dear.
For real. But no, that's what I was saying. Like the fact that you, girl, like if you struggling with confidence, to me, that's like a boost. 'Cause that's just
And I've
like,
been doing it since 2000. I started in the churches. I was doing what Tyler Perry's doing now. I used to dress up as Miss Buttermilk from Pentecostal Bacon and Cheese Church. I mean, I'm just saying. And so that's where I started, because my godmother and them pushed me into it. And I have done stand-up. I have not did stand-up in a club, but I have done events, parties, and
And
things
that's
like
what
that.
I want her to do. I
I
want
want
her
to get there.
hooked up with Dwayne Cobb, so she
Yeah.
can start going to Memories and wherever
Yeah.
else he has hosted the comedy show, so
Yeah.
she can get her.
Dwayne
break.
is excellent. Dwayne is real cool. He's real laid back. You know, I mean, he's given a lot of comedians. I mean, like I said, he hooked me up. He always, looks at. I've done shows with him just last year. Hopefully, I get to work with him 2018. You know, I tell him all the time, boy, you made it, boy. You doing shows with Arnett, Jay, Bill Bellamy,
Right,
Cheryl
exactly.
Underwood, boy, you a bad boy.
Sure, Underwood, that's my girl too.
He opened up for them when they came here
Really?
in
Yeah.
October
awesome.
Mhm.
or September.
Well,
this year.
I think I know who I can't put his face to the name, but I probably have seen
You
I'm
probably
sure.
have.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Hey, I got a question. You ladies talked about the male-dominated comedy scene. Now, Jamie Foxx, he said that he came up with that name because of the fact that the clubs always wanted a female comedian to perform, so he used the name Jamie to make them think
It was a
she
female.
was a female.
But that's
Yeah.
only because it's a male-dominated role, so
Right.
you got a whole bunch of male comedians. You gonna stand out, I guess, if you are.
Exactly.
So my
Exactly.
question is since it's the door is open for ladies to come perform, you know what I mean?
They could
because of-
dominate it.
Yeah, exactly. So what is the problem or the backlash with being a female if it's open as far as the club dates are concerned? What are the problems that you see as
Well,
far as
you will run into one, just like we just talked about, the confidence of it. You know, you might want, it's things that, it doesn't have to just be comedy, but anything that you want to do, you know in your heart of hearts that you want to do it, but you just never have that get up to
Well,
go
I mean,
do
as
it,
far as the
or-
problems
right.
that you have that's uniquely female, as a female comedian, is what I'm referring to.
I guess for me, myself, I can't really speak on that because I don't feel like I understand that it's a male-dominated world as far as with the comedy, but I'm not. Fuck that. I mean, I don't give a damn. Fuck your rules. Shit. I'm so sorry. But yeah, forget your rules. So okay, I'm gonna be that because I say this all the time. I am all kind of taboo. Like I'm a black. I'm a woman, I'm gay, I'm a big girl, like in society.
Right.
For real, that's all kind of taboo. The only thing I am missing is the fact that I'm not trans. Like
Right.
that's the only the last one. Well, and I love my vagina. So I ain't trying to tell you. I am gay. And I dabble with the D. I tell that all the time. But
So you're bisexual.
Yes, technically, I guess you could say that.
Trisexual.
Okay, a little this, a little that. But honestly, I just put it all as gay. If if you're bisexual, bi-curious, it's just a gay experience, a gay, you know, what the action of it is gay. I ain't got time to be saying bisexual. That's just too many syllables. I'm gay. It's just one syllable, clean cut. You get, you know. But
But you
yeah,
dabble.
I dabble. So you know.
My wife's married.
Well, we gotta go to break, but before we do, I want to give our listeners an opportunity to win a gift. So if you can be the first caller to call in at 317-288-7454, we have a gift to give away.
You know, Blackie, come.
So what's on your calendar for 2018 as far as your performance?
Like I said, it's kind of slow motion. It's kind of slow motion. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
60 hours, 50 hours, right.
Right.
But for 2018, like, I'm trying to just get out here and really just do more open mics and just network to see what I can get out here. I am going to LA for the Hope Flood Comedy Convention. She has the Comics Rock Convention.
What?
Okay,
In LA
when is that?
April 24th to the 28th.
Really?
I mean, you're still able to register. I mean, you register. It costs. It does have a fee. But I think she got some coupons and things. January, Morty's has a comedy competition. So next Wednesday, or this Wednesday coming up, the 17th, they have their comedy competition, the quarterfinals. I think is what it is.
I listened to that.
Yeah, because I went to the one in November. I won that one. Hey, make me girl now. You ain't gotta hit them angles, girl. Your arm a bit hard. Rest that down, girl. It's okay. Yeah, the comedy convention, competition. Morty's November 17th. It's at 8 o'clock. It is $5. It's $5.
What did you say again?
Morty's is at Morty's. It's a comedy convention.
Okay.
I'm sorry, comedy competition. My goodness.
Okay.
Comedy competition, the quarterfinals. I'm sorry, I don't know the real name of it, but go to Morty's page and I'm sure it's
And what's the date?
January 17th. January 17th, that's Wednesday.
I was getting ready to say, didn't we pass Jan?
No, see. Oh, sure. No, we're not there yet. But 17th is at 8 o'clock. It's $5 now.
Okay.
At the door. I tell people all the time because it's not just really $5. It's more like 15 to 20 because it's a 2-drink minimum, and you can't drink water with like lemon. They'll bring you a bottle.
But what if you don't drink?
They'll bring you a $13 fucking bottle of water. It ain't $13, but AKA
They serve,
shit.
don't they serve alcoholic beverage at Morty's?
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, because
I don't look. If it's expensive, I really ignore that. I go for the cheapest thing on there because
I
I
got a
always.
daiquiris.
I
They're nothing but $8.
$5.
They're about
Warm got tired. A little bit.
Yes.
A little bit. It's okay.
Now, what's your favorite part about comedy?
The fact that I can't. Well, see, everybody's so sensitive these days, but that you should be able to say whatever you
Right.
want.
Right.
You used to could say whatever you want, but now
You know, everybody cry,
so
baby,
defensive.
cry. Yes. And see, you said something earlier about, you know, they telling you to be yourself. And, like, I have to remind myself of that because, you know, I kind of cut Asia down a little bit. You know, I cut her a little bit just
Right.
because a lot of people can't handle all Asia. Like, I am terribly inappropriate all the time. I don't know what my problem is. But, just
But why can't you be yourself though?
You have to.
HR, you know, if I'm at work, HR.
Oh,
You know, jail, you know, depending on how sensitive people be, you know, court, shit like that.
Okay.
politics.
I'm thinking
A
you're
fight.
talking about your show, your comedy show.
No, I mean, you know, even that, you know, you say the wrong thing, you know, you get something like that, people don't want to laugh, and then that kind of changes the dynamic, kind of the rest of your set sometimes, unless you can kind of bring them back. You got that,
Right.
you know, that good bring back,
But-
you know.
But I don't see that happening with like Kevin Hart.
I was just about to go there
Yeah.
about him because he's a storyteller.
He does. He tells excellent stories, and but his stories aren't really that just. I'm just going. You know, he doesn't. He might get close to the line, might tiptoe close to that line, but he don't cross it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Right.
And like it was a joke. I did Crackers last year in the summertime, and it was a guy in a wheelchair. He has cerebral palsy. Lucas.
Why is she laughing?
His name is
I'm
Lucas.
thinking about Mike Epps.
But he's funny as hell. He is funny as fuck. But like, and I had a joke because I feel like, you know, with big people, they just treat, you know, handicapped people get special fucking privileges.
Right.
Big people don't get shit. Like, fuck you.
Overseas.
To me, that's a handicap to me. Or y'all act like it is. You know, y'all want to discriminate on certain things, and then the other things, you know, I say all the time, I wish like people would treat being big like a handicap. Don't nobody say shit. I feel like after you do something silly, I feel like a retarded. Well, some people I guess do say, I feel like a retarded motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But after you eat some food, you're like, I feel like a fat bitch, you know, or whatever. It's always something, you know, nobody think that. And it's never like nobody feels bad when they say that in front of a fat bitch. You know, if you would feel terrible saying I feel like a retarded motherfucker in front of a retarded motherfucker, wouldn't you? Yeah, you would.
Some of my family members are retarded.
But you get a person in here, you eat your food. Oh, I feel like a fat motherfucker. You ain't gonna feel any kind of bad saying that in front of me.
Oh,
No,
it
yeah,
depends.
no, you won't.
It depends.
No, you
You
won't.
know what I mean? I'm sensitive to the black woman's plight. You know what I'm saying? So I
It's just only black big bitches, huh?
well,
See? I tell you what.
big, small,
Yeah.
short, tall. You know what I mean? All of them.
But nah, like I just think that's what it is. Like, you know, people are sensitive, so you can't just really say, you know, everything you want.
Right.
There has to be some type of filter.
Right.
Yeah. You can't do what you did back in the day, like Richard Pryor, your
No,
Red
you
Fox and shit
can't.
like that. No. Everybody, you know, even though shit was going on, it was a lot of stuff going on back then.
Still is. It's
I mean,
going
still
on.
definitely, but it's
Yeah,
like,
but
now it's
Texas Belly, like you
But
said.
Well, we're back on the air with Talking It Up. I am your host, Denise Hill, and I'm in the studio with my co-hosts, Wilson Murkison and Tracy Harwell. And we have our next guest in the studio. His name is Tragic. He's a local rapper from Indianapolis. What's going on, Tragic?
What's going on?
Thank you for stopping by and joining
No
us.
problem. Thanks for having me.
Well, tell me how you got the name Tragic.
Yeah, does that sound
man,
optimistic?
I did, you know what I mean? Just raw, man. Coming raw on the mic, man. I did what it was every time. I get on the mic, it's tragic. You know what I mean? I did what it is. Yeah,
How long have you been rapping?
a long time. Man, I don't know, about 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah, about 20 years.
Now, do you write your own lyrics?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Do you make your own beats?
No, I don't make my own beats.
Okay.
I work with different producers.
Okay. Because there's a lyrics right there.
I work.
Yeah, I do a little bit of everything. I'm a dabbler, so to speak.
And I heard that you can shoot your own videos. Is that true?
I can shoot videos,
Okay.
but I don't shoot my own per se. You know, I
Okay.
can't be behind and in front of the camera. I script my own videos. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I
Oh,
come
good.
with the whole storyline, the
Okay.
treatment. You know what I mean? I pretty much be knowing what I want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Man, I see myself forward, man. You know, the music is just a stepping stone for me. 5 years from now, I would like to have a couple platinum plaques.
Okay.
I would definitely like to be on my 3rd or 4th film by then.
Okay, so
You
you
know.
want to get into film.
Oh yeah, I've been doing
Okay.
a lot of
Okay.
auditioning. You know what I mean? I've been trying out for all kind of movies.
Oh, so you want to act?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I do it all.
I can see it. I can see it,
Yeah,
Doc.
I do it all.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
trying
you know,
to
you
do
need
that.
to get in contact with us.
No doubt, no doubt,
Yeah.
man.
Get
We've been
your film, no question. No
yeah,
question.
we've been, you know, trying to do a thing. We've been back and forth for Chicago
Okay.
with Simon Caston.
Okay.
We've been trying out. Actually, I tried out for Empire a few times this year.
Okay.
I tried out for Chicago PD.
Okay.
I tried out for some new Bruce Willis. I don't know if I'm supposed to speak on it, but there's a new movie with them coming out. I don't want to
Okay.
say what it is or
Okay.
nothing, but tried out for that as well.
So have you had any success?
I've been I've got pinned a couple times.
Okay.
I've got pinned a couple times, but my role got, you know, snagged from up under me.
Okay. Well, maybe you need to
more
start
known.
out. Maybe you need to start out in Indiana first.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I'm
Write your own
everywhere
movie
though. You know what
starring
I
you,
mean?
you know
You know,
what I mean?
yeah.
Because
right.
there's a lot of filmmaking going on in Indiana.
See, I'm not privy to it.
Yes.
I'm not, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me ask you, rap question. Can you freestyle?
Can I freestyle?
You know,
I
can you
can,
step
but I
up?
choose not to.
Okay.
You know, when I was younger, I was more sporadic. I was more, you know what I mean? But the older you get, you know, you want to be more precise. So I kind of lost that aspect of it. The more that I got into making albums and stuff like that, I kind of just did away with that, you know.
Yeah, because I know my son was trying to make me remember you, and he was like, he's a kid that was always rapping all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't
Since
remember.
Jay High, yeah, me and your son, we go back like Sandbox. Yeah, we go back.
Okay.
Now, who are your influences coming up as far as
Oh
MCs?
man, you know, the Tupacs, the Biggies, the Nas, the UGKs, I mean, really, I grew up on West Coast music.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think, well, in the time that I was coming up, you know what I mean, we were heavily influenced by the West Coast, you know, the gangster rap thing with
Right.
the murder, you know, that was going on. So I came up off the, you know, the Snoop Dogg, the Too Shorts, the Be Legits, the, you know, yeah, the real rap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you plan on staying in Indiana, or are you going to move west?
We actually on our way. We got some business ventures out west, but as far as I don't know, you know what I mean. This wherever my old lady want to be. If she want to be on the West Coast, then cool. Cause I'm like a Rolling Stone. I'm everywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean. Wherever the money at, wherever I'm requested, that's where I'm at. So,
Now, how old are you, if I can ask?
wow. I'm 32, man.
You got an old lady at 30. You ain't got no old lady at 32,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. That's just what I
You got a wife at 32. Now, I got an old lady.
yeah, it's the old lady, man. Yeah.
So do you have any music that we can play?
Oh yeah, definitely. Would you like an email or?
Yeah, well, we can just, if it's on your phone, you can just play it.
Okay. Yeah, I got with the PG-13 or?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Hey, this you can play it, bro. Whatever it is.
Yeah, I got some clean stuff. So you said just play it out the phone?
yeah, and then
Okay.
he can put the speaker on it.
Oh, okay, sweet.
But when you play it, go ahead and introduce the song and
All
everything.
right. Okay. Well, actually, I just dropped the album
Oh, really?
a few months ago. Right now, I'm on Apple Music right now. I'm pulling up the album. You can go on Apple Music and check it out too. It's called Masterpiece. I got a lot of other work on there too. You can check out my videos too. The videos are on there as well. There's a video to every song on the album.
Okay.
So,
Oh, really? Cool.
you know, you can. That's kind of where I'm going with it. The more that I'm getting into the acting aspect, I want to show
Yeah.
my ability. So, you know, every record that I do, I shoot a video for it. But I kind of feel like we just in them times now anyway. You know, everything is visual. People want to see it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They want to. Yeah, you got a chord. Oh, okay. This record right here is called Maze. Feature my guy Bubby B. Produced by Jay Cuse. Yeah, I'm gonna just let the music speak for itself.
Man, I swear it's the same shit, just a different day, headed to the top if I don't stop. Say a prayer, I'm trying to live, make it through the day, but it's just a maze. Don't stop. Every day I wake up, I feel like giving up. I feel like that I'm stuck. Hustle just to pay the bill. Think I paid and I'm broke. Yeah, I just got paid and I'm broke. Think I'm losing hope. Every day niggas getting smoked. I pray I ain't next, folk. I pray you ain't next, folk. I just wanna blow up the rap shit. I just wanna go to Hollywood around here. Teardrops and caskets. In the middle of the madness. When we risk it down for the cabbage. 80 years in the cabinet. Trying to see who can get it the fastest. I'm watching for the jackets. They don't wanna see you at night. Just a bunch of crabs up in the bucket. Going low and back without we rushing. And for that you know it's repercussions. Choppers spitting like percussion. Say my city like a war zone. I've been praying for it so long. To survive, you know you gotta hold on. Man, I swear it's the same shit, just a different day, headed to the top if I don't stop. live, make it through the day, but it's just a maze. Don't stop. I'm just trying to keep my sane, so I smoke and drink away the pain.
Go check the
Yeah,
album
that's
out.
right. Hey, I'm over here grooving like that.
Hey, I like. Hey, I'm ready to go to the after I join and fight somebody now.
Folk rap though. This is background.
That's what's up. I like that.
Right on,
Groove to
brother.
that.
That's a motorcycle club. Somebody like a motorcycle club. You know what I'm saying?
So where are you gonna be performing, or are you just actually just making music and making
Man,
videos?
we got a lot of stuff going on
Okay.
right now. Actually, we have a studio that's going to be opening up soon.
Okay.
So we're working on that. I'm also working on a new album that'll be coming out around, like, let's say May.
Okay.
I don't want to say exact date, but we're aiming for summertime. Let's just say summertime. And we got a couple shows coming up. We got a couple bookings, but I'm kind of just kicking back. You know, I'm in creative mode right now. I don't even really want to get on no stage right now. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm gonna keep you in mind because we're gonna be working with a guy. I'm not gonna say his name, and he wants to do a movie.
Okay.
And I think you would probably
Yeah, I
like
might be a
what
good
he's
fit
trying to
for
do,
it.
yes,
No
yes.
doubt. No doubt.
yes, and maybe have your music as a soundtrack.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So you
I'd
got-
love to do that.
You got your team with you.
Yeah.
Now-
Yeah, that's Cubs right there.
Oh, yeah?
Twin, that's Cubs, Zach. And then that's by time my business partner, Dez, Blue Money Music.
Okay.
Money music.
And you know Auntie Jay the Bird,
Yes.
you know what I mean? And we on the
Oh, I
come
didn't even
up.
see Jada. What's up, bud?
We got a studio, we got a studio full.
She like a fly on the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, but we want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day
Yeah,
to
no doubt,
stop
no
by
problem,
and
no problem.
join us. And I'm pretty sure we'll be in contact with you
Yeah.
on different projects and things like that.
Yeah.
So tell everybody again where they can go listen to your music.
You can go to the website, tragicworld.com. I'm on Instagram. I'm all over social media, Tragic World. You spell tragic, TRAJIK World. And just keep up with me, man. I got a lot of new stuff coming. You know. Yep, and thanks for having me, man. I like the setup. I like what
No
y'all
problem.
doing. You know
No
what I mean? It's
problem.
dope.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Well, stay tuned because we'll be back with Talking It Up.
Yeah, buddy.
I
my
like
man.
that cut, man.